What's happening, sports world, and all you die-hard sports lovers out there? I'm talking about those of you that eat, sleep, dream, and probably shit. Those of you that just gotta have it, welcome to the DJ B Long Studio Sports Fanatics podcast, presented to you by the one and only, of course, the only one, B Long. For the full-length versions, make sure you find me on YouTube channel. I'm on YouTube channel, DJB-Long Studio.com. Make sure you tune in there. Make sure you like and make sure you subscribe. Subscribe, in other words. And make sure you hit that notification bell, as I like to call it, or follow me on TikTok for the edited version, DJ_B Long. On this show, we will be discussing some of the hottest, most controversial issues in the sports world right about now. Boy, do we have a lot of them. While giving you, in the process, we're going to be giving you our unbiased opinions without political correctness. Without the PCBS, the politically correct bullshit. That's right. No PCBS allowed. Facts and opinions will be the basis for this show. And you know what? They say about opinions. So please don't break that funk up in here. Don't bring it up in here. Without further ado, let's get to crack out a lack. And my first guest, or only guest for today, I'll be bringing him in. Like I may have lost him for a minute. You there, bro? There you go. Come on up in here, DJ. Come on up in here, DJ. Let people know who you are and let them know what's going on. I can't hear you. Can't hear you. Just take yourself off of mute. I couldn't hear you, bro.
What's up, everybody? I'm DJ, and I'm happy to be here on the Sports Fanatics podcast with my man B Long. Like he said, we're just gonna be talking facts and giving our opinions on the upcoming games.
No doubt. And with those upcoming games, we're talking about, football season getting ready to kick off. And boy, look here,
Yes,
for a
sir.
whole lot of us couldn't wait for this.
It seems like we got that dead period within sports after the Super Bowl, then after the NBA Finals, we got to go the whole summer with no sports. So I know everybody been fiending for sports, and now we back.
Now we back, boy. We back, and like I say, today is opening day. They kind of almost caught me off guard a little bit, thinking Thursday night game already. It's typically you
Yes.
would see a Thursday night game in the middle of the season, but damn, shit.
Yeah. Every year, this typical every NFL season they kick off the Super Bowl champs open up in their home field, and then they pick a team to play them. Last year, we had Kansas City and Baltimore to start the season. The year before that, we had Kansas City and Detroit. Now we got the Eagles and Cowboys to kick it off. So,
Boy, hey,
I'm excited. I'm super excited because I'm an Eagles fan personally. Go
uh,
Eagles! I'm Eagles
uh,
all the way.
how far back
We
you go
we
with the?
we
How far back you go? How far back you go?
Man, I go back way to Donovan McNabb. I'd have been lived through Donovan McNabb getting us there. We couldn't get over the hump. Then I was transitioned to the Michael Vick era. Then Chip Kelly messed that up. We should have got when we had Michael Vick, Deshaun Jackson, and Shady. We supposed to win us a Super Bowl. Chip Kelly messed that up. But
Yes, he did.
I got
Yes,
around.
he
I
did.
got around my boys. Nick Foles
Yeah,
got us over the hump. Now look, Jalen got us back, and we rolling now. I ain't gonna lie,
yeah.
we gonna be in the running for at least the next 10 years.
Oh man, now you might be exaggerating a little bit. 10 years? Come on, bro. You're a real
We
homer.
got we got a we got
It's
a we
10
got a young
years.
team. We got a
Okay,
young team, and we
okay.
got the best GM. We got the best GM in football, hands down. Howie Roseman, nobody better than him.
Well, you know what? That ain't hard to dispute. You know what I'm saying? Because he's done damn good with the Eagles. And you go back to
Right.
I mean, listen, I was a Donovan McNabb fan. Listen, I don't know if you can see my jersey. I'm gonna see if you recognize who that is. Number
That's
12.
Cunningham.
Yes, sir. I go all the way back to
Oh,
Cunningham.
I'm
That's
a
a
real
throwback.
Eagles fan. I am a real fan. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know the history of my team.
I hear you. I hear you, boy. And listen, like you said, Michael Vick,
Yeah,
man, I respected the Eagles franchise, and like you said, the owner, I so much when they gave Michael Vick a chance to after he came up out of the joint. You know what I'm saying? They brought him out
right.
there and put him on the field
That
and
was Andy Reid though. That was more
right.
so Andy Reid. Andy
Well,
Reid is big on redemption. So yeah, he talked to he talked to the Howie Roseman and they got him in there.
yeah,
But
yeah,
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 it
yeah.
take
Go ahead.
a first class organization to do something like that.
Absolutely, absolutely, no doubt about it. Well, speaking of the
Yeah.
Eagles, I mean, we kind of got the same interest in at heart at this point. So, what do you what you think about how they gonna handle these Cowboys? Are the Cowboys gonna put up a fight, or are they gonna come out like cowgirls?
I mean, people might think I'm crazy, but I think the game gonna be way closer than people think tonight. I wouldn't even be
Really?
surprised. I'm a betting man, so I'm gonna just be honest. I'm betting on the Cowboys tonight. I'm putting
What?
in 2 tickets. I'm gonna take the Cowboys with the spread on 1 ticket, and I might money line the Cowboys on another ticket. And I'm saying that as an Eagles fan because football is a game of matchups, and I don't think it's a good matchup for us tonight. I don't think it's a good matchup for us tonight. Our defense, we lost a lot,
A lot.
and
Y'all
we
lost a whole lot.
yeah, we lost big play Slay. You can't just replace him. He's a probably not. He's a Hall of Fame player. He's
You think so?
always gonna make his presence felt. So you can't replace him. Then we lost CJ Charles C. Garner Jr. He like the heartbeat of our defense. You can't replace that swag, that toughness, that tenaciousness that he had. So we got
He was like the
we got the
Brian
kid from
Dawkins
the
on that
Giants.
defense.
Yeah, he was like the
He
Brian.
was
He
like
set
Brian
the
Dawkins.
tone. We got N'Kobe Dean out. We lost Slate. We lost CJ. We got a lot of new players, and I don't know if gonna play Eagles football. So I'm kind of scared. I know our D line is legit. We straight up front, but our secondary scared me tonight, and we going against an elite quarterback with an elite passing game, and I think Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and George Pickens gonna have their way tonight. So it ain't no personal decision; it's a business decision when you betting. So I just had to lean that
Well, you
way.
know what? I think what the spread was at 8 points. I took the Eagles in the
Eight
eight.
and a half.
It
Yeah, I
went up.
teased it up on one ticket. On one ticket, I got the Cowboys plus 10.5, and then on another
Oh
ticket, I
man,
money line the Cowboys.
I might have took that
Yeah.
10.5, but yeah, I took the Eagles with the 8. I think the Eagles gonna handle them. I mean, the main reason I think they're gonna cover the spread is
Mm-hmm.
Dallas ain't got no D line, and you listen. The worst
But
thing you
see,
can
all
do.
right now, everybody say that. Everybody think just because we lost Michael Parsons, we ain't got no
Yeah,
D line. But see, people, excuse me, people don't be doing their homework. People be lazy, and then once the game start, you better put your money on. You be like, oh man, I didn't even know they had this player and that player. The Cowboys defense, I'm not saying they're gonna be a top 10 defense in the league, but their defense is gonna be an opportunistic defense. They still got two elite corners. Deron Bland led the league in interceptions. Trayvon Diggs led the league in interceptions. Those boys is coming back, and they not just finna lay down.
listen. You know why they led the league, right? They led the
Yeah,
league
because
because
you're gonna
Michael
say they
Parsons.
had Parsons. All
Parsons, man,
right,
that boy was a beast. I'm telling
he
you,
is, and I won't take nothing from him. My Eagles, we tried to get him. I won't take nothing from him, but I believe that right now, they got Fowler Jr. They got the rookie that they took in the second round. We got another rookie from a couple years ago. I mean, a third year player from a couple years ago. He was a first rounder. So I think that the Cowboys defense is gonna band together and they gonna give us more than we expect. I think they're gonna come out. It's a game. Like I say, it's a game of matchups. I believe for the Cowboys to win tonight, they gotta come out fast because they gotta get a lead. They gotta make the Eagles chase them. If they chasing the Eagles, it's gonna be bad because they ain't gonna be able to stop Saquon Barkley. But if we get a
listen,
lead, that's gonna kind of offset the run game. So the
listen.
Cowboys, they only bet is to come out fast.
Okay, look like I lost you for a second there again, DJ. But yeah, man, to your point, I mean the Dallas Cowboys to me, I just don't see it. Michael Parsons he was equivalent to 2 defensive linemen. That dude was nothing to play with. And now you got Jalen Rose. If you really want to see the full strength of Jalen Rose, you let him sit back there and start throwing the football. You know what I'm saying? You let him sit back there and start throwing the football. Jalen Rose, the worst thing you want to do is give him time to
You
throw the ball
mean
because you know what
Jalen
he's gonna do with his
Hurts?
legs. Yeah,
Right,
Jalen
Hurts.
Hurts. I'm
That's
thinking
my
Jalen
guy.
Rose.
That's my guy.
Who that
But you
Rose
know,
or
my
Hurts?
thing about Hurts is Hurts some timing. Every game he gonna give you his all. Every game he gonna manage the game. But Hurts is not a what I would say elite passer. He can do it whenever he feel like it, but just game in and game out, that's just not his game. He more so of a game manager, I would say.
No. Yeah.
We got two elite receivers, but he don't just that's not our game.
You- you-
We a run first offense.
well, when you got Saquon Barkley, it's hard to not get that boy that rock. But what I'm saying is without Michael Parsons coming at you, Jalen Hurts
Mhm.
watch it. He gonna light their ass up in the air tonight. He gonna light their ass up in the air tonight because he ain't gonna have that pressure. And then when he take off running, I don't know. Michael
It's
Parsons,
gonna be pressure. It's just gonna be pressure by committee. It
yeah, but
ain't
it
we ain't
ain't gonna
got
be
no
enough.
one.
It ain't gonna be enough for the Cowboys. But anyway,
Yeah.
I know
I
I
hope
know
so.
you
I'm an Eagles fan, so
right.
if we come out and smack the Cowboys tonight, I'm gonna say, you know what, we did what we were supposed to do. But I got too many questions, so I'm leaning towards the Cowboys with the points,
Oh man, okay. Hey, well, I probably would have taken that 10-point spread, but not the 8. I not the
not
8
the
point.
eight.
Yeah, not the 8. And over and under. What you
If
don't
I
do
had
over
to
and under?
give up, no, I don't really do overs and unders, because that's the in the league they trying to win the game. That's so I'm betting with them. They trying to win. I'm a betting on them to win. Some coaches they don't care whether it's a 50-point game. They don't care whether it's a 10-point game. A win is a win. So I ain't really good with overs and unders. Now some games they just scream. If you got certain type of quarterback, certain type of offense, the game gonna go under. But I mean over. But me personally, I don't put my money on it.
Okay.
But if I had to
Well,
predict a score tonight, I would go. Ooh, if I had to predict a score tonight, I would go 27-21 Cowboys.
okay. And the over is 47 point something and the under is 40, obviously under 47. So if you go 27-21, you talk about a 48. I took the over. I took the over because I think Jalen Rose is Jalen Rose. I think Jalen Hurts is going to light him up, and of course Saquon. He gonna pick right up where he left off. My score would be. I would say the Eagles gonna put up at least 30 points, maybe
Mm-hmm.
35. And Cowboys, you're right. They're potent. Dak, I kind of like Dak a little bit, but Dak don't show up in the big games no more. I mean, he'll kill you in the regular season, but he don't show up
This
in the
ain't
big games.
exactly, and this ain't no regular season. I mean, this ain't no big game. This just the
You
opening.
what? This ain't no big
This
game,
no,
bro.
this the first game of the season. Ain't no
Yeah, but
pressure, no nothing.
it's an
Dak could come out.
interconference game.
Dak could come out and look like the MVP of the league tonight.
He could, but this is very important because this is an interdivision
And that's
game,
another thing
and that
too.
every game
What
is
people
gonna matter.
forget. Right, this is a division game. Division games is always close. Like they
Like they
always
big games,
right.
they big
And I think when it
games,
come
and
down
that
to it,
division.
if it come down to it, and it's a close game tonight, I believe Dak will be able to get his team to a win in the fourth quarter over Jalen Hurts. I trust Dak more than I do
I don't
Jalen
think
Hurts.
so. I don't think so. Dallas got to
And
show me they
Jalen
can
my
kick in
quarterback, but this ain't playoff time. Now, if this is playoff time, I'm
the.
taking Jalen every time. But this ain't
It's
the
a playoff
playoff.
game. It's a playoff game.
I've
This
been doing this. I've been doing this. I've been watching NFL my whole life, but I've been betting on it a long time. And this just seemed to me like one of those. Everybody's so high on the Eagles, and we gonna come out and we gonna lay an egg tonight. It's all good. We still going to
I
the
mean,
Super Bowl, but we ain't go. I ain't never say we was going 17-0.
no. That ain't about to happen. That ain't about to happen. Not nowadays and
Not
stuff.
in
Not
this
in this
league.
league. Now
Yeah.
switching it up a little bit here. Off of Dallas and Philly. So your pick. You taking Dallas with the points. And
Yeah.
I'm taking Philly. And by heart, your heart is with Philly, obviously. But you bet man. And,
Yeah. My heart.
I do a little
My heart
dibbling
is good.
dabbling
Good.
myself. I bet. I tell you, I placed a bet. I did a parlay as well, and I think it's a pretty good one. They got Saquon scoring anytime, scoring on Saquon anytime, scoring with was it Jalen,
Jalen
and then
Hurts.
yeah, Jalen Hurts, and then it was C.D. Lamb. So yeah, I
Oh
need
yeah,
them three
that's
to
a good one.
score.
That's a good one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You figure?
You know
I
what
figure
I
Saquon.
think too? I don't know if we're gonna put this if this gonna be up before the game start, but if any of our listeners, if y'all need a for sure lock, I think the lock of the night is the Cowboys solo over, which is on Hard Rock Bet. You can get it right now anywhere from 16 and a half all the way up to 19 and a half. But either way you take it, I like them to go over. I like the Cowboys to score 21 points tonight easy. So
Yeah,
that's my
you know
lock
what?
of the night. If I had to
I
give a lockout to the people, I'll
you
be
know what? I
trying
can't.
some stuff. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie with some of my tickets, I just be trying. Like I say, on one ticket, I'm just trying the Cowboys tonight. I don't. If I like had in my heart of hearts, I think the Eagles should win, but I'm just trying it with the Cowboys. But my deadlock, like for tonight, is the Cowboys with the points run line and them solo over. I love them to put up 21 points.
I think they can get there to 21
Yeah,
because that's how potent their offense is. I mean,
yeah,
Dak,
they
like you said, they got Pickens now. They and of course Lamb. Now I'm just curious to see if they can run the ball because that was their Achilles heels last year.
They
Dallas
got
couldn't
a
run the
nice.
football.
They got a nice look now. All right, shout out to UNC. They got a the running back for the
Bill
Cowboys went to
Belichick, right?
UNC.
Yeah. That's Bill Belichick coaching there, right?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
basketball. This Michael Jordan college jersey. But shout out to UNC because the Cowboys starting running back I think Javante Williams. He went to UNC. He was a superstar running back at UNC. He got drafted to the Broncos. He had a nice rookie season and he tore his ACL and he been trying to get back ever since. The kid is nice. He got his swagger back. I did a little research. He said it's the best he's been feeling. He feeling like himself again. So I wouldn't be surprised if he went off the night too.
Okay.
You heard
Well,
it here
let's get
first
that.
now. You heard it here
Oh, okay.
first.
He said you heard DJ say he heard it here first. All right, well let's go ahead and jump off that for a sec, and we're definitely gonna do a recap on all the games that's coming up this week. And of course, you know we could touch a little bit on my team, the Ravens, them Baltimore Ravens, boy. Listen,
Shout out to
it,
LJ, young legend from Pompano.
that's it, that's my boy. I'm telling you, man, I've been
Yeah.
riding when he was back when he was at Louisville and stuff. Um,
Yeah,
but
that's
yeah,
my guy,
man.
man. I ain't gonna lie, I'm an LJ fan. Anybody from Florida, if y'all ain't support LJ, you just a hater, man. Cause
Yeah,
that young
yeah.
boy is just greatness,
You
greatness,
do you
greatness,
do you
greatness.
do
I
you
love
do you think
everything he stands for, on and off the field.
he should have won MVP last year?
Hands down, he should have won MVP, and they know he should have won MVP because if you look at the top 100 players, the MVP of the league was not voted higher than Lamar was. Lamar was voted number two player in the league, and Josh Allen was voted number three. And to me, that means more because I believe the top 100 players is selected by the players. So the peers know more than anybody who the league MVP is.
Absolutely. Them
They
boys on
know
the
that
field, they know.
those niggas. They can't. I mean, those dudes. They can't mess with. They can't mess with Lamar, man.
Nah. That Lamar Brimmer boy, and you listen. It's been he's the Ravens. Everybody just don't talk about him not this year. They gonna kind of swept him under the rug. There ain't nobody saying nothing about the
Because
Ravens.
everybody like everybody get kind of bored with the Ravens because it's like knowing Lamar been doing it since he a starter. You know he gonna get you at least 10 wins a season. They gonna be in the playoffs. What everybody want to see now is getting over Lamar getting over the hump. They put so much pressure on him, which you great. If you great, that's gonna warrant the pressure. But I feel like that's really what it's about with the Ravens now. It's just Super Bowl or bust. Lamar done did everything he could
Yeah,
do. He
yeah,
done won
yeah,
MVPs. He done threw for how many touchdowns, ran for how many touchdowns, ran for how many yards. Now it's just about solidifying that Super Bowl so he could get his name in a conversation with all the
yeah.
greats. Well, we know it
Exactly.
belongs
So
at.
so they can stop talking about he ain't never won a Super Bowl. But you're right.
Right,
I'm
right,
with you.
right, right.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I love Lamar. I got about 6 or 7 of Lamar jerseys and stuff. So that's how
Yeah,
that's how
yeah.
I
I
follow him.
definitely got a
So
couple Ravens jersey in my closet. But
yep.
I just cause I'm more so like I'm an Eagles fan through and through. That's just my team. But I'm more so like with any this just with sports in general. I'm a players type of guy. So it's like I'm more so it's just my players who I love and I support. And it more so be the down south guys, because we got a lot of players that's in the league.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I,
Yeah.
I ain't got no hate in my blood. I love the guy. I just be wanting to see them do good and put on for the city. I
And the
love
Florida
seeing
guys,
that.
man, like you said, I'm all about rooting for the Florida guys and stuff. And so
Right,
we'll
right,
see.
right.
And like you said, at this point, I'm a
Yeah,
Lamar fan, but I'm like everybody else. And at this point, I need Lamar to
yeah,
get that chip. You know what I'm saying? I need him to
right.
get that chip. So
I
I
know
can
it passed
really
already,
talk trash. Huh?
but we got to say something about the youth. Shout out to the Hurricanes. Them boys did their thing
Uh
last weekend. Shout
oh.
out to Baby
Okay.
Jesus and Carson Beck and all them boys. They did that. I like that. I put my money where my mouth was too. Them boys definitely got that bread.
I thought, you know what? I had my money on Notre Dame in that game and stuff. I thought Notre Dame, but apparently Notre
We was
Dame had a
watching
drop
it.
off.
Oh man, we was watching the game. I would have told you if I knew that. I would have told you at the at Tootsie's, man. You supposed to put your bread on the crib. I knew what them
Hey,
boys was gonna do.
but see, the thing is the you set y'all up last year with that same old crap.
But see now,
Jumped
I
out.
mean, I believe personally, I believe in Carson Beck. I believe he's a good quarterback.
I
So
think so too. I think so too.
and
But
then the inside thing for me, which probably a lot of people ain't know if you're not from down like from the crib, is them boys got some stick. They got a stick over there. Like Carson Beck is really he got a Ferrari. Long as he don't crash that bitch, gonna be good. Like they got a nice skill set around him. You got Mark Fletcher in the backfield running the ball. He a down south kid from American Heritage. You got Baby Jesus who just came from American Heritage. You got JoJo Trader who came from Chaminade. You got a lot of talent around him. So long as he do what he gotta do and get that pill up, man, you could go far this shit. They definitely if they don't make the playoffs, it's a letdown of a season. They at minimum is a playoff team.
yeah, and you're right. I saw Beck and I wanted to see what he looked like, and I was
He
impressed
looked
with how
good.
he played. There are going to be a lot of people that's trying to hold him to the standard of Ward, but he ain't no Cam Ward.
Mhm.
But he's not much of a drop off. And what would impress me the most about the U is their physicality in that game, man. They came
Right,
at it.
right.
They
But see,
running
that
game.
ain't surprised me either because like Ruben Bain and players like that, I've been watching this kid since he was at Miami Central. So it's like when you see that, like what type of energy he gonna bring. Like, he's standing on business. So I think that kid won like 4 state championships at Miami Central. So now, what I like about they getting a lot of homegrown talent and they bringing that swagger. They bringing that culture. Them boys, they standing on business, and I like that.
Yeah,
So it
well,
don't
like I
surprise
said,
me at all.
I ain't trying to pop the champagne on them yet because because they showed that same kind of crowd
I
as
think they legit. I think they legit.
yeah, listen,
I could talk like this because they done made me a believer already. I know they passed the
TJ,
eye test to
you
me.
probably thought that stuff last year too when they were I think their highest rating was like in
I
number
never really
five or number
got too
six.
big. I never really got too big on them last year because I mean I'm Cam Ward is to me he's a great quarterback, but I'm not the biggest Cam Ward fan. And like to me, last year they had good talent out there too, but they starters was like to me that they starters in like wide out and places like that, running back, they wasn't as good as they backups. They backups was just young. So I knew this year was gonna be the year we take off. Cause now we got players like Mark Fletcher, he's a starter. We got JoJo Trey, he a starter. All them boys starting. And that's who my faith in. The
Okay,
the
well
South
listen,
Florida boys.
they actually, like I said, they actually got my attention. But I done seen the U too many times jump out like that and fade at the end. But let's see what happens. Like I said, their physicality on the O line as well as on
Mhm.
defense. And I
Mhm.
think Beck is not going to be one of them quarterbacks that beat himself. You know what I'm saying? So that's all
Right,
they're
right.
going
He
to
a
need.
veteran. He is veteran. He got
Yeah.
a lot of experience.
He ain't gonna beat himself. So
Right.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt right now. But from what I've seen in the past, shit, man, listen, I won big money on off the U last year, saying they wasn't gonna make it. Even after they got rated, I was telling people they were overrated. They got the top five. Man, they was overrated. Now I think they rated number 5. I mean, in college football is kind of watered down a little bit because of the NIL. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody just
Mhm.
stacking squads like Saban used to do at Alabama and Clemson.
Yeah.
They can't just stack them squads like that. So
Nah, because everybody got a little money, so it's more
everybody
diluted, right? But
they
I
always
think
had the money.
you still got your handful of teams. I think you got your UMs, your Ohio States, your Texases, Oregons. You got like a
But, see,
handful of
but
teams that
this
can win
year,
it all.
I think you can challenge any of those teams you just mentioned. Last year, I didn't think they could. I didn't think they was in that category. But this year, and
Yeah, they
I
can
think they're
challenge.
just
They
gonna
can
get
challenge.
better. They could challenge any of those teams and beat them.
Mhm.
So I think they'll get better as they go. So and this is what the baby Jesus. I don't even know who the hell he was until I think Curtis kept talking about him. I'm like, who the hell is
Yeah,
baby
yeah,
Jesus?
yeah, yeah, man. That's Tony, number 10, the freshman receiver for UM. That kid, he like that. He really like that.
And he went to American Heritage.
Yeah, he went to American Heritage.
Kind of remind me of
I think he's still supposed to be in American Heritage. He graduated early, but he like that. I think he went viral his freshman year. I think I seen him on social media, and I saw a couple videos, and he was doing his thing from starting as a freshman. I think on varsity. And
oh
ever
really?
since, it's he like he live up to the hype. I never see him lay down. Every game I see him from high school to whatever, he always one of the best players on the field. And you gotta love that. If a player living up to the hype that's around him, you gotta love that. How can you hate on that?
Exactly. And he kind of off the surface. Off the top, he kind of reminds me of Travis Hunter a little bit, but I ain't seen enough of him. So I'm gonna have my eye a
Yeah, he
little bit
really
more
like that.
focused on the year.
You don't got a lot of players freshman seat. They first game of college football putting on like he did. He led the team in receiving, scored his touchdown. Like that's
Yeah, yeah.
big. That
I don't
ain't
think
just players ain't just waking up every day doing that.
nah, that's why I say he kind of reminded me of Travis Hunter a little bit, and I thought that boy was a beast.
Yeah,
So it's I don't I'm almost sure he won't do 4 years at the U. You know what I mean? He won't do four
right.
years. Yeah,
Nah.
and of course but then that NIL money, man, it's a whole different ball game. But look here, DJ.
Yeah.
Listen, we're gonna get ready to wrap things up here, but before we go,
Mhm.
all right, let's give a shout out to your since you're a homer, we give a shout out to your Dolphins. What's going on with them?
Nah, the Dolphins, man. Those say never say yo Dolphins when you talking to me, because those is not my Dolphins. I can not support that losing they do over there.
I thought you was a homer.
Nah, man, I'm a UM fan. I support the Jets. I can support UM, but the Dolphins, nah, they ain't my cup
Nah,
of tea.
you ain't
I
feeling
mean, the
them like
Dolphins
that.
got some good players, man, but I don't like Jalen Ramsey, one of my favorite players. I was happy he was at the Dolphins putting on balling. Tyreek Hill, another baller. Tua made me so much money in college football. I love Tua to death, but I don't know what the Dolphins. I don't know what be going on over there. That they can't get over the hump. Like going back all the way to that season when remember they put up 70 points
Mm-hmm.
against the
Yeah.
Broncos and all that. Like the Dolphins, one minute they look like, oh man, this gonna be the year. They are finally putting it together. Then the next minute, two of them broke a hip or some shit, and you, they
Right.
back look like the old Dolphins. So I can't
They-
support that, man. I mean,
eh,
I
eh,
do like Mike McDaniels. I think he a mad scientist, but from what I'm hearing and what it look like and how players be talking and moving, the players don't respect him like that. I think it's a lot of stuff that go on in the Dolphins locker room that wouldn't go on if they had a real coach like a
Well,
Jimmy
he too busy
Johnson
trying to
or
be their
somebody.
friend too. You know what? That's what I think
I
about
think he
Mike
too
McDaniel.
fuck. I
He
think
too busy
not.
trying to be their friend.
Excuse my French, but yeah, I think he too soft. I want to say he trying to be their
Oh,
friend,
you
but he's
you hey
like a.
listen,
It's kind of
fuck is
hard for him. Yeah, like it's kind of hard
Fuck
for
is not
him.
a restricted word. You can use fuck, okay?
Okay, okay, okay.
It ain't a restricted word.
Yeah, like I don't think like I just can't imagine him being able to go up to Tyreek Hill or
He
Jalen
can't.
Ramsey or somebody after they just fucked up and actually like they respect him. Like I don't know. I don't know what the dynamic is, but it's something, and I know the players don't feel comfortable about it because I could tell by the subtle shots and stuff they be saying when they do interviews and stuff. You know, like the first thing Jalen Ramsey said, he went out of his way when he got to Pittsburgh to point out how he's so happy to be there because of the leadership of Mike Tomlin and all that. If you coming from a situation where you feel like they had that, you wouldn't feel so strongly to point that out at the new situation that you had. So that let me know it's some stuff that be going on in that locker room that them players don't really, you know, down too much like. So I don't
Right,
know what the
exactly.
problem is, but I know this year going into the season, it's gonna be the same old thing. You know, they're gonna have offense. They still got Tyreek Hill, they still got Waddle, they got their fast running back, so they still gonna be able to put up points whenever they want to. But when they play the hard teams, they gonna put up points. Or is Tua gonna turn into the same Tua that he always turned into in the big games? And then with
Absolutely.
that defense, like we done, the defense, the defense actually might be good because this gonna be the first year that you got Chubb back. You got Phillips. He back too. Jalen Phillips. I think y'all should have both of y'all DNs back. You know, you got Mika at safety now. So y'all defense should be, formidable. We'll see how it go, but
Right.
I don't think the Dolphins are a threat in the AFC.
No,
It's
no,
gonna
no,
be
no.
the in the AFC, man, for the next 10 years. That is Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow. Those one of them folk coming out
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
it's
No
out of
doubt.
that
They
comp.
got they got the best quarterbacks in the league, no doubt about it. That
Right. So
and
that's four. That's their conference, man.
and
The
they got to
Dolphins
go
ain't
up
no
against
real
each
threat.
other. The good
Yeah,
thing
the
is that they
Dolphins.
got to go up against each other to get to the bowl.
Right.
But
So
yeah, man.
one of them usually knock the other one out, but it's usually gonna be one of them four that come out.
Yeah, no doubt about it. All right. Well, listen, man, we gonna get ready to back them out of here, and I didn't get your predictions on the Ravens and Bills game.
On the Ravens and Bill games, I'm never betting against LJ. Young legend from Pomper though. I'm riding with him every time.
I hate them, my
Yeah.
boys. They favorite. They actually they're underdog by 1 point.
Oh yeah, that's
Hard
even
Rock, yeah,
better.
yeah.
Make it some plus money. I ain't tripping.
That's it, no doubt. And then the Dolphins and the Colts.
I'm riding with the Dolphins this week.
You gonna give them that one. I think
Yeah,
they
yeah.
should.
I'm
They
gonna get them.
should.
I'm gonna get an audience a nice little parlay for Sunday. Keep it home. All the Florida teams gonna win Sunday. Put them on a parlay. Dolphins money line, Tampa Bay money line, and the Jacksonville Jaguars money line. Put them all on one ticket, money line R3, and go collect your money at 4 o'clock. That's on me.
All right, y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. DJ expert advice on how to get that money. In the meantime, again, we getting ready out of here. Sports Phanatics, DJ coming up at you. This is the 1 P long as well. Y'all make sure y'all catch us on the next clip as we do a recap on nice game as well as games this Sunday weekend. So come on and tune in and hopefully we can catch y'all on the live clip. That way we can get some feedback off you right off the rip. DJ, you any flashing words?
Yeah, man. Y'all enjoy watching the sports. When y'all be betting on sports, remember to gamble responsibly. And man, enjoy it. Everybody
Hey,
be safe out there. Be blessed.
amen, amen. In the meantime, we are out of here.
All right, y'all.